Previously on Street Smarts, our detective skills could use some brain food.
Complete the following phrase. Where in the world is...
My burritos.
Plus, we learned you don't have to be an American to know American history.
Why didn't James A. Garfield run for a second term in office?
Because he got shot. Apparently, it's the sort of U.S. custom.
And it's time to go head out to pasture.
What is a cow patty?
Basically, cows.
Street Smarts. Think you've got 'em? Find out now.
Hello, attendees of Furality, Umbra, and welcome to Street Smarts. I'm Tokens Arcade from the game show Furs. Yes, we're back this year to present you even more virtual game shows, from Countdown to Hollywood Squares, and of course the newest game in our lineup, Street Smarts. For this game, we've scoured across the wild world of Furality and VR chat to select our savants for tonight's episode. We asked them basic general knowledge trivia about the world as we know it, and have launched those responses back into our studio here for our studio contestants to predict who were the space aces and who couldn't even count down to blast off. Now, let's meet our two space cadets right here. We have Alice Jellyfish, and we have Kyo Seesaw. At the end of this show, whoever earns the most money gets a charity donation in their name to the total of $1 for every $50 in score that they earn. So, prepare for takeoff. Let's meet our street savants, as interviewed by our good friend and correspondent, Domafox, the host of Hollywood Squares. First off, we learned a little something from Nitro about their friend Thomas Doby.
All right. Now, have you ever had anything embarrassing happen with you and your friend Thomas?
Embarrassing to me while I was hanging out with Thomas. Not that I can recall. There's a lot of embarrassing moments where he has said something and I capitalize off of it for laughs, but not the other way around. He asked Dobby, Dobby, what's your favorite kind of cheese? Because he knows that Dobby always uses cheese emotes all the time, and he has a cheese redeem, which is someone else. I don't remember what his name is, but he's like a British content creator that happened he was in a bunker during the COVID era. But he asked Dobby what his favorite cheese is. Dobby said, and I quote, "I like Swiss cheese because I can stick things in the holes."
You heard it here, everyone.
I don't even want to know what that cheese is being used for. Well, next up, we visited the streets to discover that Boxy had a bit of a Twitch meltdown.
We are on the streets right here, right now, and of course I'm right next to pretty much one of our shortest savants we ever had to interview on the show here, Botsy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Twitch streamer. I stream a little bit of everything. I'm also a being that loves chaos and mischief.
Now, you say you're a Twitch streamer. Have you ever had an interesting moment that happened to you while you were streaming at one point?
Well, at one point my internet was being very misbehaving quite a bit, and my one stream got turned into 59 streams.
Oh no! Did you have to go through delete all the VODs?
I deleted a lot of them, but the rest of them timed out. You're not a streamer unless you've had one really bad scuff.
Unfortunately so. Now, has there ever been an embarrassing moment that happened to you in your lifetime?
Oh my goodness, don't get me started.
Well, it's a rite of passage for every Twitch stream to take their licks once in a while. And finally, we went all the way to Furality Silva's Lahaina Springs to catch up with Aurora, who just learned that they need to be careful about exactly who they call out at an airport.
Has there ever been a situation in your lifetime that you can remember the most that you regret doing out of humiliation, pretty much?
Oh boy. Yes.
Do you want to share a synopsis of it, or?
Let me think real quick. Oh boy. Obviously, there's like the cringe ones that you have where you're running through the airport and you think you see your friend and you yell their name and it's like they turn around and you're like, oh, that's not that person. Like I was playing softball like last week and I was yelling and I saw my friend and I was yelling out their name and it was just like some random guy turns around and I'm like, oh. That kind of happens to everyone.
All right, then, that's the Savants. It's time to blast off into the stars as we find out... Who knew it? All right, then, now here's the gist. We've asked all three of our Savants the same questions, and your goal is to try and figure out who got it right. Lock in on your console with your predictions. A correct prediction is worth $100 apiece, and here comes, without further ado, your first question. In what video game would you find a spider mastermind? Lock in who you think got it right on your consoles. All right, both of our players have locked in with Boxy. Alice, why do you think Boxy got it?
Well, Boxy Fox does play a lot of different video games, so with that thought, I thought Boxy would know.
And Keo, you thinking something similar?
Yeah, I believe so as well. Given that he's a Twitch streamer and he says he has played a variety of sorts, I would think that he would get this answer pretty right on the top of his head.
All right, then. Let's see if he did. Let's see, Boxy.
In what video game series would you find a spider mastermind?
A spider mastermind?
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
And who do you think the spider mastermind is?
Well, I know it's more octopus than anything, but I would have to say Doc Ock.
Have you ever played Doom before, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, I was playing that literally before I got here. I'm not joking. I'm not even joking. I went through the Foundry mission before I came over here. Oh my god. And somehow that slipped my mind?
You probably were trying to forget it.
All right, then. It seems that Boxy did not get that one right. It's a double bust for both of our players, and it looks like Nitro was the one who got the correct answer. What was it?
All right. In what classic video game would you find a spider mastermind?
Spider Mastermind. That was Doom 2, because it's one of the bosses and one of the enemies you had to fight.
Yeah, Doom in general. You're exactly correct.
All right, then. Good job, Nitro. Don't worry. We got plenty more where that came from. It was Doom that was the correct answer. We're moving on to question 2 now. What did little Jack Horner pull from a pie? Lock in your answers now. All right, we got a split answers here. Alice went with Nitro and Keo went with Aurora. Keo, what's your intuition right here?
I'm just going out of a whim here. I feel like Aurora would have figured this out. Maybe just like take a little bit of time to think about it. But I think she would have got the right answer.
All right, then. Let's see if Aurora has the intuition here.
What did little Jack Horner pull from a pie?
An apple.
All right, I'm sorry Aurora didn't get that one, but now we're moving over to Alice. You went with Nitro. What makes you think Nitro had it?
You know what's weird? It's a random intuition on this one.
All right, then. Take it away, Nitro.
According to the nursery rhyme, what did little Jack Horner pull from a pie?
Little Jack Horner. That's been so long since I've heard that one. You don't often hear that nursery rhyme. I'm gonna say he pulled a crow? Crow Raven?
And what do you think his reaction was when he pulled that crow out of the pie?
Oh my god, it's a crow!
Well then, who knew that Edgar Allan Poe was such a prolific baker? Well, looks like that leaves only one left, Boxy. Let's see what Boxy got.
What did Little Jack Horner pull from a pie?
I just watched Puss in Boots. Was it a? I think it was a plum.
You're exactly right. It was a plum.
Thank you, Puss in Boots.
Well, I guess death wasn't the only reason to watch that movie. It came in good handy for him right now. All right, then. So, still no points or money awarded for either player, but we got one more question in this round, and it is, what Canadian province is British? Make it count, guys. Okay, then. We'll start off with Alice right there, who went with Aurora this time.
Well, I don't think Boxy or Nitro would get it, so process of elimination, I think it's Aurora.
All right, then. Let's see it, Aurora.
What Canadian province is British?
BC.
And what does it stand for?
God. I'm sorry, Canadians. British Columbia.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Thank you.
Yes, my dumbass was about to say British Canada.
Oh my god.
That was going to be a close one there, but they made it just in time. So, finally, that's 100 points awarded for Alice right there, $100. But, just for curiosity's sake, what exactly did Nitro reply with?
What Canadian province is British?
What Canadian province is British?
Yes.
What province? Probably have to say the Eastern Province, because I don't know. I don't know the names of the provinces.
Well, just give me a rough guess of what you think the Eastern Province is.
Ontario, Vancouver. I don't know. I don't know which section everything is at.
Bon, why don't you tell him what province is British?
British?
Yeah.
Well, I know about French, but not British. No, I don't know officially, no.
You mean to tell me...
the Canadian doesn't know, see?
You mean to tell me that
Officially, I do not.
You mean to tell me that a Canadian doesn't know about British Columbia here?
Oh.
Well, I'm afraid that Bon has just lost his maple syrup privileges and license. Well, at the end of this round, Alice Jellyfish managed to get on the board with $100. Keo yet to score, but we've got so much more coming for that came from. We'll be back with more Street Smarts right after this. Now, if you excuse me, I need to give me a burrito. One boneless burrito with extra burrito, please.
Imagine owning the world's greatest love songs by the greatest.
Has this ever happened to you?
I wonder what those 14 werewolves in my front yard want.
No other collection gives you the feeling of pure moods.
The Street Smarts, everybody. It's time to get to know our contestants over here, starting with Alice Jellyfish. How you doing today?
Well, as you can see, I got my racing outfit on today because I feel a little need for speed, you know?
Appropriate for such a street-themed game right here. Now, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I stream game shows in our game show group. That's pretty much the biggest thing. And now we know where in the world is Stormwolf's burrito.
Yep, right here, and it's delicious. All right, then. Good luck to you in today's game. And over there is Kyo Seesaw. How you doing, Kyo?
Doing good. As you can tell, I'm wearing a very good space attire this time. Given Furality's theme, I decided to go a little space theme here.
All right, then. Very, very nice. Anything else you want to share about yourself?
Not much. I'm also a Twitch streamer, though granted it's very spotty. But I do stream every now and again. Normally I go for something else to represent the game I play a lot, which is Twisted Wonderland. So I am representing this time Dorm Ignihide, which is a reference to Hades from Hercules.
All right, then. Good luck to you, Kyo and Alice. Wish you both the luck in today's game. All right, then. Let's take a look at what we got right here. Alice has started us out the gate with $100, as well as Kyo. Currently not scoring anything right now, but we got plenty more where that came from. All right, then. This time, it's time to find out who didn't make it to the final frontier in... Who blew it? All right, for this round, we asked two of our savants the same question, and your goal this time is to figure out who got the question wrong. Each correct prediction is now worth $200 apiece. Also for this round, say hello to our little friend, the Dunce Gnome. At any point during the round, before the predictions are locked in, if you think your opponent doesn't know the answer to the question, hit the big red button on your podium to force them to answer the question. If they fail, you get an extra $200, but if they get the question right, then they get the $200, and you get the Dunce Gnome in front of your podium for the rest of the round. Just remember that the Dunce Gnome can only be used once for the entire round. All right, then. Make sure you set your phasers to shake and bake, because here comes your first question, and this one will be answered by Boxy and Aurora. Here it comes. Complete the following phrase. If you can dodge a wrench, what? Lock it in right now. All right, then. Once again, Alice and Kyo both go in with Boxy. Kyo, what you feeling here?
Even though it sounds super simple, I think Aurora would get it really easily, and Boxy, I don't know, I feel like he would fumble it.
Okay, Alice, you feeling something similar?
I gotta say ditto.
All right, then. Let's see, Boxy. Did they get it wrong?
Complete the following phrase. If you can dodge a wrench...
You can swing a hammer.
And who do you think said that?
Gilbert Godfrey.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
God, modern technology is truly terrifying. Anyway, they did indeed get it wrong, but just for curiosity's sake, let's see what Aurora said.
Complete the following phrase. If you could dodge a wrench...
You can dodge a ball.
Exactly right.
All right, then. Both our players are now on the board. Alice with $300 and Kyo with $200. Very nice. All right, then. For this next question, this will be involved with... It's Nitro and Aurora this time. All right, then here's what we asked them. What famous Baywatch star did a crossover with SpongeBob? Who messed this one up? Alice, Jellyfish, Witten, Dunce, Kyo. All right, then, you know how it goes. You're going to have to answer the question yourself. If you're wrong, Alice gets the money. If you're right, you get the money. So the question is, once again, what famous Baywatch star did a crossover with SpongeBob? What you got?
You know what? It's so glad I watched the first SpongeBob movie. Not the other one. This was the first one. It was David Hasselhoff.
Indeed, David Hasselhoff. Sorry, Alice, that dunce backfired on you. The Dunce Gnome goes to your side, and now Kyo takes the lead with $400. All right, then, resume with your lock-ins. Who got it wrong? All right, then. Different answers this time? Oh, no, don't drop your dunce, gnome. All right, then. So, Alice, you think that Nitro got it wrong. Anything in particular?
Just because he plays a lot of games doesn't mean he watches a lot of movies.
Fair enough. All right, then. Did Nitro get it wrong?
What famous Baywatch star actually did a crossover with SpongeBob?
You act as if I watch sitcoms like that. I have no idea. Joe Biden. That was the action I was getting. I was looking for that reaction.
My fellow Americans, we must rescue that person drowning in the lake. Let's go!
That is definitely going in the show.
Because we all definitely remember SpongeBob writing Joe Biden in the movie. Also, I believe that Joe Biden was also voted Germany's sexiest man alive at some point in one of their magazines. Anyway, so Alice got it. $500. Let's see what Aurora said.
What famous Baywatch star made a crossover with SpongeBob?
Hasselhoff.
You're exactly right. Can you guess what Nitro said during the interview?
Celine Dion, I don't know.
he said Joe Biden.
Fellow Americans, I said Joe Biden.
Boy, I don't know if Nitro's going to live that one down. All right, at the end of that question, Alice takes the lead once again with $500 versus Keo's $400. And finally, we have one more question left to ask in this round. Dunce Gnome has already been done. And this time, it's Nitro and Boxy up to bat here. We asked them, how many legs does a squid have? Who got it wrong? All right, then you both locked in with Nitro. All right, then. So, Nitro got the last one wrong. You feeling like they're on a losing streak right here?
That feels like it, yeah.
All right, then. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Roll it for Nitro.
How many legs does a squid have?
How many legs does a squid have?
Yes.
I know an octopus has 8. But I also know that squids have 2 extra appendages because they have the longer arms. So I'm going to say 10.
You're exactly right. It is 10.
All right, I'm sorry, Nitro got back on track here. So, let's see exactly what Boxy thought the number of legs was.
How many legs does a squid have?
6.
And do you know how much an octopus has?
8.
And how much do you have?
I guess that depends on how much you count for otters.
Oh boy, do I even want to know where that third leg of an otter is located at? Anyway, at the end of this round, Alice sits at $500, Keo at $400. It's a lot more closer of a game right now. But before we head to our commercial break, I hope you guys are enjoying the show right now so far. So I just wanted to put it on your radar that we actually have 2 more shows going on this Furality. 8 out of 10 Furries does Countdown tonight at 10 p.m. Central, and Hollywood Squares tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central. And hey, if you like these shows and you want to possibly be a contestant on a future show, you can actually join our group in our Discord link in the Twitch chat and Discord chat right now. And here's a little sneak peek of what to expect. We'll be back with more Street Smarts right after this.
What does it mean if someone asks you to beatbox?
It just basically make a bass sound with your mouth.
Yep, you're exactly right. And can you be able to do any of that?
I've never tried, and if I'm being honest, I don't want to. I'll probably make it sound like someone's blowing raspberries.
Whew, what a history. Okay, then let's start in order with B1 then.
Well, Rip, they're wrong.
When we're not putting on game shows at conventions, we play them in VR. 2 nights a week, you can join us on VR Chat for VR Game Show Night, a growing library of classic games with a growing community of players. VR Game Show Night, 2 nights a week on VR Chat.
Alright then, welcome back everybody. Hope you guys are entranced by that sick promo right there. Hope to see you at a future show. Right now our contestants are sitting at 500 and 400 right now. It's a pretty close game right here. Alright then, Starship Troopers, it's time to make Twilight Sparkle regret ever learning about the magic of friendship, because it's time to pick your pony. Alright then, for this round, each of our players will pick one of the savants to play with for the entire round, and they must figure out if that savant got the question right or wrong by locking in with their right or wrong buttons on their podium. A correct prediction this time is worth $300, and we brought back the Dunsnow once again, who is also now worth another $300. Again, reminder, it can only be used once the entire round, and either player can dunce on either player's question. Now, we start with the player that is trailing right now, that's you, Kyo. Who did you decide to saddle up with for this round?
I decided to choose Aurora for this round.
All right, then. You went with Aurora. Now, Alice, who are you picking?
I know Nitro a lot more than I do Boxy, so Nitro's going to be my pony.
All right, then. Very well, then. Bye-bye, Boxy. We will see you later. Okay, so first question for Kyo. Here we go. If your dad is masticating, what is he doing? Did he get it right or wrong? All right, then. You think they got it wrong. What makes you think that?
This feels it feels like there's like layers to this question. At least in my head, there's layers to it. So I don't think they would get this right away.
Okay, then. Well, let's peel back the onion and see how many layers we got. Roll the clip.
If your dad is masticating, what is he doing?
Isn't that like when you cut your balls off or something? Like surgically.
That's actually called castration.
Oh,
Whoops! Oh boy, I'm in pain just thinking about it. No, I'm afraid the correct answer was chewing on something. All right then, Kyo takes the lead right now. Good job to you. Now over to Alice. What we asked Nitro was this. What famous workout instructor was sweating to the oldies? Lock it in.
I think he's got it wrong.
All right, then you think they got it wrong. Do you think they not know much about sweating to the oldies?
I know they are good at working out. I don't think they know about this one specifically.
They don't know the workout history, you don't think. All right, then, let's see if that's the case. Let's go Nitro.
What famous workout instructor was sweating to the oldies?
What famous workout instructor was sweating to the oldies?
Yes.
I know it's the person that everybody means, like in every cartoon, you always had that one guy who was like super hyper about exercising, and they always destroyed everybody on anything related to aerobic exercise. Thomas Dolby? I don't know.
Thomas? Hey, Thomas. Can you elaborate on this later after the show?
It looks like Nitro did not grow up working out with their grandma to the VHS tapes of Richard Simmons. Alice Jellyfish takes the lead back once again, and now we're going back over to Kyo. Throttle, Moto, and Vinny are all characters on what series? You think Aurora knows who those characters are? You think they got it wrong. What makes you say that?
I feel like this might be like a whole multimedia thing, but I don't think this doesn't sound like it's too common, so I'm gonna think they're gonna get it wrong.
All right then, are they too obscure for Aurora? Roll it.
Throttle, Moto, and Vinny are all characters from what series?
Cars.
and what color car was Moto?
Green, I guess.
Ah, yes, Throttle McQueen, my favorite Cars character. No, it was actually the 90s animated Furry Awakening inducing show, Biker Mice from Mars. All right, then, so the lead has been taken once again by Kyo. We're on a hot streak right now. Now we're going over to Alice Jellyfish again. In what franchise would you hear the phrase, "He's dead, Jim"? Take your guess now.
I think he's going to get it right.
You think Nitro's something of a sci-fi nerd?
He does look like one.
All right, then. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Roll the clip.
In what TV franchise would you hear the phrase, "He's dead"?
Star Trek, and that was from Dr. McCoy. Telling that
Exactly
to Captain
right.
Kirk.
Right then, we're going to beam up some points into your scoreboard as you go to now $1,100 again. Hot streak from both players. No one's got any prediction so far. 2 questions to go. Still got that dunce gnome. All right then, Kyo, here is your last question for this round. On what famous series would you find a Mr. Pickle? All right, then, Kyo just went and dunced Alice. All right, then, Alice, you know the drill. $300 at stake right here. The question was, on what famous series would you find a Mr. Pickle?
I have no idea. I'm just going to put stab in the dark, Rick and Morty.
You're stabbing the dark, and it drew some blood because it All right, then.
There you go.
The Dunsinum backfires once again. Alice accelerates her lead into $1,400. All right, then, Kyo, it's back to you right now. Do you think Aurora knew it or not? You think they got it right. All right, then. You think they're a Rick and Morty fan?
I think because like the whole meme of like Pickle Rick, obviously it has to lead to somewhere, which is Mr. Pickles. So yeah, I think Aurora will get it.
Okay, do you think Aurora was camping out the McDonald's for that Szechuan sauce?
I believe so.
All right, then. Let's see, Aurora.
In what famous series would you find a Mr. Pickle?
Shoot, what the name? Oh my god, what is it? It is the Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you got it right. That is Rick and Morty.
Oh yes, Pickle Rick, right?
Yeah, Pickle Rick.
Hell yeah.
All right, then. The hot streak continues. You're at $1,300, still a little shy from that backfired dunce gnome. And finally, we have Alice Jellyfish here. Your final question is, spell the word constellation, as in the star formation. How good do you think Nitro is at spelling?
Well, at least I can take my time now. He's been thinking of a lot of complicated topics, so I'm going to say he's going to get this right.
Hey, let's see if they are indeed a spelling savant right here. Let's see Nitro.
Spell the word constellation, as in the star formation.
So this is the singular, not the plural, correct?
Correct.
Constellation.
Exactly right.
All right, then, a perfect round from both players. Alice now sitting at $1,700. Kyo now currently sitting at $1,300. Then when we return, we asked one final question to all three of our savants that our contestants will make a prediction and wager on, and here it is. What was the name of the homicidal AI in 2001, A Space Odyssey? Prepare to make it so, number one, as we play out...
The Wager of Death.
The Wager of Death, indeed. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this.
Treating the crew to Barth's Burgery. $33.
So, you enjoying the rat burgers?
What?
Wait,
rat
burgers?
What?
They're made of rats.
Oh, God.
I don't see what's wrong with this.
So, any plans for the holidays?
No plans that I have, unfortunately.
What about you, amigos? Any plans for the holidays? Maybe some fireworks?
Deductible from that holiday accident. $500.
Okay then.
You ever get the feeling we're in a commercial?
I don't know.
Unscheduled trip to the cleaners. $15.
Alright, well, let's get you to the laundromat and get some water on you.
Make that $20.
Oh, Stormwolf!
Yes?
I've been wondering, why do Barth's Burgers keep coming off the plates?
That's a good question. Why?
Well, I guess that's why they call them sliders.
Joking around with your friends in the locker room. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Hello, welcome back to Street Smarts one more time. It is time for the Wager of Death. Our contestants made one final prediction on a question that we asked all three of our savants. They predicted if the savant got this final question right or wrong and made a wager not to exceed the amount of their current total. As we see the scores right here, Kyo is sitting at $1,300, Alice in the lead at $1,700. They managed to widen the gap quite a bit more. Once again, our final question that we asked to Nitro, Boxy, and Aurora was... what was the name of the homicidal AI in 2001, A Space Odyssey? We'll start with the player who is trailing right now, and that is you, Kyo. Who did you go with?
I went with Nitro for this question, and yeah.
All right then, and Alice, who did you go for?
It seems like we're doubling up on Nitro.
Okay then, very, very well. Well, it seems that no one picked Boxy or Aurora. Au revoir to both of you. So, everything hinges on this one final clip of the night. So, let's see how it turned out.
What was the name of the homicidal AI in 2001, A Space Odyssey?
The homicidal AI in the movie Space Odyssey, correct?
Correct.
I believe that was Hal. H-A-L.
You're exactly right. You spelled it your way here.
All right then, they got that one right. First we start with you, Kyo. What did you lock in with? Did they get it
I locked in. I locked in that they were right.
All right then. So you locked in with right. Now, how much did you wager? $1,200. Quite a chunk of change right there. That brings your score up to a grand $2,500. Looking pretty right here. Now it comes down to Alice. Did you think Nitro got it right or wrong?
I had a feeling he knew his science fiction, so I thought he got it right.
He went with right as well. All right then. Now, how much did you wager? That's important here.
I didn't go as far, but...
Right, then you went with $900, which brings your total up to $26. That is the game. Alice is the winner, and you've won $52 for the con charity. What an amazing game, everybody. Congratulations, Jellyfish. Sorry it didn't work out for you, Kyo. I hope you had fun playing right now. All right, everybody. This has been Token speaking for Street Smarts, VR, and the Game Chauffeurs. Don't forget to check out the Game Chauffeurs events. We've got even more Spacey Insanity twice a week. Join our Discord chat in the link right below in the chat right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tonight all at Countdown VR, 10 p.m. Central. And, well, in conclusion, what did we learn from all this? Well, we learned that BC stands for British Columbia and not British Canada. Good night, everybody!
What was the name of the homicidal AI in 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Hal?
What was the name of the homicidal AI in 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Jeff Goldberg. I don't actually know. I never got to watch it.
Yeah, you realize here that these AIs are going to take over mankind. You realize that?